People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side. Just a little bit over 5 minutes.
Only 58 yards on receiving through the airs. Johnson Central, of course, going to bring it at you in the old mountain football style, Eric. They're going to grind it out and get down low and try to blow you off the ball and pick up the yards and control the clock.
Yeah, I think that's the epitome of 3 yards in a cloud of dust right there. But I think a lot of times these Golden Eagles manage to get more than 3 yards each carry. You know, they're going to test the Bobcats early and often. And I know, thinking about last year's game, the Bobcats struggled to stop that running attack. So they got their work cut out for them here tonight. I'm sure that they're probably going to adjust, their scheme to see what they can do here with the Golden Eagles. It's going to be fun to watch.
Bobcats got to shut down two rushing actually 3 rushing units for the Golden Eagles. Zach McCourt at 495 yards rushing for the season, as well as Logan Music with 263 yards coming into the game. And look for Austin Sloan, the sophomore quarterback for the Golden Eagles, to also keep the ball. He's got 130 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns scored. Zach McCourt also the leading scorer for the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central. So we are getting all set, ready to go here for action. We got just a little bit of time left on the clock, about 3 minutes, and we will take a commercial break, and we'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation to get this one kicked off here. The Bobcats and the Golden Eagles live from Jackson.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
County is widely known as a rock climbing and
All right, folks, we are back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We are rocking and rolling here in the stadium. A great facility and a great night for football. Eric Collins, glad to have you along here with me. We got about a minute before kickoff. Team captains Braxton Terry, Waylon Abner, and Corey Combs that went out to midfield. I didn't see the toss, but I believe the Bobcats are going to be kicking off. I believe Johnson Central should have the ball first. Bobcat Nation down in front of us are loud and proud. And the Bobcats come onto the field down to our right, led out of there by Jason Combs and Eli Thomas, 2 outstanding young players for the Bobcats. We've talked about Eli Thomas. We've talked about John Carter Holland. You got to also look in the backfield at a young man by the name of Miles Holland that will be under a big test tonight with the lineman that Johnson Central brings in. Ever since I can remember, Johnson Central has always boasted a big front on defense and on offense. They've had some guys that get out of there and play some college ball. So look for a big test up front for the Bobcats on both sides of the line. Miles Holland has played smart all year. And we look forward to seeing how the Bobcats fare here tonight. Looks like Braxton Terry has the ball on the tee, and the Coach Combs, the special teams coach out at front, talking everybody up, getting them ready to go. And the return team for the Golden Eagles will take the field. We'll give you those names and numbers who will be returning for the Golden Eagles. Back deep for the Golden Eagles, number 28. Is Logan Music, one of those fine running backs we talked about earlier. And also back in the backfield is number 4, Christian Barnes, a senior for the Golden Eagles. Braxton Terry out at the 40-yard line, sitting down the tee, talking with the referee, getting things ready to go here at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. 2 big programs, Eric Collins. Whenever Breathitt County and Johnson Central are on the schedule, you're going to get their best game. These 2 teams are no strangers to each other. This rivalry has been reignited here in the last year. Second meeting for them in 2 years, and Terry will put the kick, and Music will field it back around the 10-yard line. Music has an opening in the middle, and he's met hard by a couple of Bobcats, one of those being Trumbo, to make the nice tackle and the stop. And looked like also in there might have been Jason Tolson. So the defense for the Bobcats come out first, and they'll get things started out here. The Golden Eagles will have a first down. Looks like about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, good stop by the special teams there. Hopefully they'll be playing physical like that tonight on defense. Right?
Golden Eagles come out in the wishbone first. They'll turn. Second back through, gets the handoff from the tackle, and a good stop by the Bobcats again. Over on that left side of the ball.
Yeah, Jason Tolson was in on that. I didn't see who else, Rob, but good stop by the Bobcats.
Austin Barker also in on the tackle.
Good job to hold the Golden Eagles to a short gain right there. They're going to get a lot of chances to do that here tonight.
Well, you put your best football players on those edges, and you got Braden Barnett and Braxton Terry. Neither one of those 2 guys need any introduction. The Golden Eagles, again, go to the wishbone. They'll give first back through off tackle and guard, and he's still on his feet, going to be brought down around the 40-yard line. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles as they come right back with the first back through. Look like right off that guard tackle alignment on the right side of the ball, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, I like the aggressive play that we've seen on the first few play here by the Bobcats, but they're going to have to keep it up for the entire 4 quarters because the Golden Eagles are going to be coming right at them.
Defense set. Broken bone for the Eagles as they'll turn, give to the first back through, tackled quickly by Alex Strong. Brought down, pickup of about a yard for the Eagles, met right at the line of scrimmage. Defense looking good there on that first down play.
Yeah, real good job by Strong to get down in there on that tackle. Didn't show any hesitation and just stuck his nose right in there, Rob. 2nd
and 9, ball on the 41-yard line in Golden Eagle territory. The clock is down to 10:35 now. Bone, pitch, back to the back. That's 28, round the end, and we're going to be gobbling them up over around the 45-yard line. I believe that was number 28. Logan Music on the carrier. Nice little pitch back from the quarterback, and Music able to get around the end, but the Bobcats put him out of bounds. Looks like ball spotted on the 44-yard line on the right hash.
Yeah, real good job by Braden Barnett to stretch it out there. Not able to keep containment, but stretch him to the sideline.
Wishbone formation again, and it's going to be blown dead. Whistle from referee Jake Johnson. Center judge there makes the whistle. Looks like we got offsides on the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central, and they'll walk it back 5 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Golden Eagles. 3rd and about 11 now. Ball on the 39-yard line on the right hash, moving right to left.
Yeah, unfortunate time to have a penalty there if you're Johnson Central. You know, they went from like 3rd and medium to 3rd and long there.
Outstanding looking line up front for the Eagles. They stay in the broken bone. They'll turn, pitch again. Man's got some room to run. He's going to come right off that edge. Got one stiff arm and number 2 on the carry. And that is the leading rusher, Zach McCourt, senior for the Golden Eagles. And you see why he is the leading rusher. He was able to pick up another first down. The People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles as they'll get the ball into Bobcat territory. Ball now on the 48-yard line. And bring it over to the left hash. Golden Eagles out of the huddle. Quarterback, sophomore Austin Sloan goes under center, puts a man in motion. He'll fake, he'll step back, going to throw across the middle, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man out there, tipped, and he comes down with it. It's going to be finally brought down around the 10-yard line. Ball just got lofted up there by Sloan, and the passing game for the Golden Eagles will move the ball for another People's Bank first down for Johnson Central. On the reception, Mr. Gabe Conley, a junior.
You know, not bad coverage, Rob. The defender was right there. Just the receiver was taller and was able to reach up and get it over top of him.
Defended and played very well. He was right on the receiver. That was a 50-50 ball, and Johnson Central comes down with it. Sloan puts a man in motion again, and he'll give to Music. Music with an opening off the right side, and from the 10-yard line, the Johnson Central Golden Eagles will strike first with 8:59 on the clock as they punch it in for a Family Pharmacy scoring play.
Yeah, well executed play right there by the Golden Eagles. They had a nice lane block up there for Music. He just kind of walked right in there, Rob.
So the kicker comes on for the point after for the Golden Eagles. Number 23, kicker for the Golden Eagles, Corey Hammond. Kick is blocked. So Sawyer Hall and a few other linemen up front getting some pats on the helmet. And they block the point after, and that'll make your score 6-0. Golden Eagles with 8:59 on the clock here in the first quarter. Thanks again to our premier sponsors here tonight, People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. They'll be covering all of our first down plays here tonight, as well as Family Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats, and they'll be sponsoring all of our scoring drives here tonight. So you'll hear more about them as the night goes on.
I know this Johnson Central team is used to putting up a lot of points, but sometimes plays like that come up big, Rob. If this is a tight game here tonight, that 1 point could mean something later on for the Bobcats.
You know, a block like that, too, does a lot for momentum, does a lot for your guys, even to save that 1 point off the scoreboard, because a lot of people think that extra point is just a given anymore. So the Bobcats are able to make a momentum play and keep the balance tight here early in the first quarter, 6-0. The Eagles, Corey Hammond, will come back for the kickoff. The young man will step it off here from the 40. And he's got a short line for a kick. Makes about 3 steps. Squib kick, going to take a bounce over Alex Strong's head, and it'll be... It's still loose. The ball was loose as Strong tried to cover it up, and the Golden Eagles will control the momentum swing as they'll take over in Bobcat territory. And the ball going to be spotted on about the 11-yard line, Eric. No, it's a 16. Move it back to the 16-yard line. My bad.
Yeah, that's very important for Breathitt County right there. Putting your defense with their backs against the wall. It's a hard way to start a game, Rob.
Yeah, it really is. And that was a well-designed and well-placed kick. Give up the middle to a new ball carrier, I believe, for the Golden Eagles. Right up the middle. I think that was number 4. We'll see if he comes out of the huddle and out of the pile, and he does. That's number 4 for the Golden Eagles. So the Golden Eagles move it to the 3-yard line on that carry. That was Christian Barnes on the carry. Young man going right up the middle. Here we go from the bone again. Give inside to number 2. And he will walk into the end zone. Zach McCourt with 8:32, less than 36 seconds off the clock. And the Golden Eagles come back with another score. That'll make it 12-0. They're going to keep the offense on the field and go for 2. Try to stretch it back out to 14-0 after that missed point after. Golden Eagles back in the bone. Wishbone formation. Sloan keeps it, going to go to the corner of the end zone, and he's in. So the 2-point conversion by the quarterback keeper, Austin Sloan, is good. That'll make your score 14-0 with 8:32 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bobcats, they getting off to a rough start here. Golden Eagles, they look like they've come out and they're well prepared for what the Bobcats are going to throw at them defensively. It's hard to face a team like this that's got, like a winning tradition and has been on a roll this year. They've got momentum on their side. So the Bobcats are going to have to kind of, get a score here, get some points on the board, make something big happen to try and steal it back.
Family Pharmacy, once again, proud supporters of your scoring plays here tonight. Great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats. Johnson Central with big wins already this year over Pikeville and Belfry. The Belfry game decided by one touchdown, 48-41. A big point total in that game. That's not very often that you see the defense on Belfry or Johnson Central give up that many points. But we're starting to see here Johnson Central able to move the ball on the ground and do it effectively with 2 or 3 different backs. Hammond on for the kick. Same over with the People's Bank of Jackson. First down.
Yeah, good job by Strong to handle the kick cleanly. That's the whole point of a squib kick, is to kind of make the ball difficult to handle and let your cover team get down the field.
Yep. So Holland, one back to each side, sits back in the pocket, looking to throw first. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and he keeps it. He drops the ball. Drops the football. Dropped the football, and the Johnson Central Golden Eagles have come up with the fumble. So the first play of offense, fumbled by the Bobcats. Ball hits the turf. Golden Eagles come up with a recovery. Fumble recovery for number 3. It was a young man on the cover, I believe. That was Seth Davis.
Yeah, could you tell if somebody was close enough to kind of knock the ball out? Or
it looked like Holland had a little bit of room to run. He had a couple of defenders chasing him. I'm not sure if he just lost a handle or if it got knocked loose. But Coach Kyle Moore out at the 30-yard line here trying to coach up his troops, calm them down and tell them, hey, this is what adversity and what football is all about. Things don't go your way. Somebody's got to step up and make a play.
One thing I've seen out of Holland this year, Rob, is he plays intelligently. He avoids taking hits and he goes through his progressions. But whenever you kind of break out of the pocket and you're going to run, you've got to secure the football. He had his eyes downfield, but there were some defenders around him. You've got to make sure you got 2 hands on it. Bobcats here are getting off to a really rough start. It's a good time for Coach Moore to get down there and talk to him and maybe try to calm them down and get everybody back on the same page.
A lot of football on Bluegrass Sports Nation for you to choose from tonight, as we're also covering the Letcher County Central and Hazard High School ball game. Appreciate all you guys being on board with us, watching us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation as Breathitt County plays host to the Eagles of Johnson Central. Eagles will come out with 8:20 now on the clock. They lead 14-0. Ball on the right hash deep in Bobcat territory. On the 34-yard line. Second back through, going to receive. That's number 4. Young man that carried it just a few minutes ago, Christian Barnes, in on the big pickup. And that'll move the chains. That's another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles. Johnson Central on the ground. There's one thing about the wishbone formation. If you've got the players and you've got the soldiers, it's effective.
Yes. And they definitely have the personnel to run this offense.
Broken bone, double tights. He'll turn. He's going to roll out to his right, make a pass toward the end zone. He's got a man back there. Both of them's tripped up, but they're going to call pass interference, I believe. Looks like Barker over there pleading his case. Looked like their feet got tangled up, and they both went to the turf.
That's a call that most of the time goes against the defense, though, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And just a hard-fought defensive effort. And it will go against the offense. So they're going to back this one up on the Golden Eagles. I don't know if it was pass interference. So it's where the flag came from. It was the side judge that threw the flag right where the reception was, right where the ball was placed, and right where the receiver and defender were at. So that'll put Johnson Central Golden Eagles back on the 35-yard line. Another broken bone. Give around the corner to number 2. He's got a man out there. He's still on his feet, but he's brought down by 3 different Bobcats. Adam Spencer, Jason Combs, and Alex Strong in on the stop.
You know, Rob, I saw something right there I liked a lot out of this defense. Even though it was a positive play for the Golden Eagles, Terry here on the defensive line, you know, has containment and lost containment, but hustled out there and got in on the play. And that's what you want to see out of your players. Even if you're not able to get your assignment the first time, stay engaged in the play because something might happen.
Well, you bring up a good point. Back to the wishbone formation for the Golden Eagles. All going to be from about the 27-yard line, and that is Music up again as he's going to scamper into the end zone. Logan Music with another carry and another score by Johnson Central with 7:05 on the clock. They'll go up 20-0. Another scoring drive brought to you by Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats, and we appreciate them being the premier sponsor here on the scoring plays tonight for your coverage.
Whenever they pull the ball, that second back through is hurting the Bobcats right now, Rob. They're going to have to make some adjustments and make sure that everybody is getting the right reads and on the proper assignment.
And that kick is up, and it is good. That'll make your score 21-0 with 7:05 on the clock here in the first quarter. Appreciate all you fans being with us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Made to mention that there's a lot of football coverage going on courtesy of our staff, working hard to bring you coverage all across Eastern Kentucky as we pick up some more games and have some more crews. We appreciate you fans being with us here. We'll say a big shout out to all the Johnson Central folks on there. Got some people saying go Eagles. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us here on BSN.
Yeah, this Johnson Central football team is executing and really they're doing what Coach Peck wants them to right now.
Well, you know, like I said earlier, shades of one of the greats, Coach Matney, always had this team primed and ready, and Coach Peck has brought a Golden Eagle team in here that shows in the first quarter that they mean business as they go up 21-0, courtesy of some, the fumble recovery and some turnovers already for the Bobcats, things that you have to limit if you're going to be in contention with a team, a 4A squad that's dressing over 60 players like Johnson Central.
Absolutely. And when you look at Johnson Central, even their skilled players have some size to them.
Yeah, they do.
You know, like just from top to bottom of the roster, they look big and strong. You know, they look the part, and right now they're executing. So the Bobcats have their hands full here tonight.
So Corey Hammond will come back out. The ball placed this time on the tee. He'll take a couple extra steps back. Maybe going to place this one somewhere different. Puts it in the air. It's going to take a bounce around the 25. Be handled by Eli Thomas, and he's got a lane in the middle. Dances. Going to be brought down by number 16 of the Golden Eagles. That is Bryson Music, sophomore on the return team, makes a stop on Eli Thomas. Eli going to bring the ball up to about the 30-yard line after the reception.
Eli Thomas has got some shiftiness to him. Reminds me of Jason White from back in the day. Had a lot of good lateral moves.
He does, yeah. So the Bobcat offense back onto the field. They'll take over from the 30-yard line with this People's Bank of Jackson first down play from the middle of the field here at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. Great night for football. Good temperatures. Going to give up inside to Thomas. Thomas bounces, but he's going to be tackled right at the initial line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to make a move, and somebody just able to get off the block and make a quick tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball placed back on the 30-yard line.
I'm sure Coach Moore is trying to set his team up to have success here. Probably going to call some plays that are going to, be their bread and butter plays, as Coach Holcomb used to like to say, some things they can execute here and try to get a little momentum back on their side.
Bobcats in the blue and white uniforms, the new uniforms, shades of some of the uniforms you and I were used to back in the 90s.
Looking sharp tonight.
Holland set, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to the left. One back is Gibson. He's going to make the short throw over to John Carter Holland. He's on his feet at the 40. Makes it to the 45 before he's pushed out of bounds. So a nice little pitch and catch by Miles Holland to John Carter Holland, and that'll be a first down Bobcats as the offense trying to get clicking and get going here. People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. That time the Holland to Holland connection is good for a first down.
Yeah, well executed right there. It makes me wonder how many times those two have executed that play, Rob.
Probably been doing that since they were 3 or 4 years old in the backyard, I would think. So the ball's sitting on the 49-yard line now, just shy of the 50. Over on the right hash for the Bobcats. One back to each side of Holland. Two receivers to the far side of the field. Terry in at the tight end. That time, Thomas trying to shake a couple of defenders, and he's going to be tackled for a loss in the backfield over here in front of the Bobcat bench.
That was well read by number 21, Dalton Matney, the junior linebacker. You know, it looked like he knew what was coming before the ball was snapped, got right through the line and made the tackle in the backfield.
Loss of 2 for the Bobcats. It'll be 2nd and 12 now from the 47-yard line. Ball still spotted on the right hash. Offensive line comes out, knows they've got a big test in front of them. They get set. Holland with one back to his right. Trips to the left as they're stacked. Look for the screen play. He's got a man over there, and it's Thomas. Drops the football. Had it in his breadbasket and was ready to run, and he had footsteps coming to him. The defender there to make the tackle, but Holland drops the pass. It'll fall incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he's so capable of making a big play. He was trying to make one before he had secured the reception right there. But really good job there by Gibson in the backfield, picking up the blitzer and allowing Holland some time to get the ball out there.
Bobcats in the huddle now. Get the play call from Holland. Once again, we got that set. Trips to the left. Back beside of Holland to his right is Gibson. Receiver to the right is Combs. Give inside to Gibson. Lowers the shoulder. Still on his feet. Takes it into Golden Eagle territory. Up around the 46, 47-yard line on the other side of the 50 now. So the Bobcats, first time tonight, into Golden Eagle territory with about 5:08 on the clock.
Well, Gibson always runs tough when he gets the ball. The line did a really good job of opening up a hole there for him. Able to get him in a 4th and somewhat manageable here.
So the Cats with 4th and 5 leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it early here or late here in the first quarter. One back each side of Holland, one receiver each side of the field. Holland takes a snap, sits back, pumps, going to throw long. He's got a man out there. It's caught by number 3, John Carter. Holland, he is in the end zone for the score. The Cannon Rollers here at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. And the Bobcats say, don't count us out yet, as Holland sits back in the pocket, pumps, goes down the sideline, and finds John Carter Holland for the score.
Yeah, impressive execution there by the Bobcat prop. Good job by Holland. He had a crosser coming across the middle. Easy pickup for the first down, but he wanted more. Able to find his cousin for the touchdown.
That scoring play brought to you by Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of your Bobcats. Terry will come on and attempt the extra point. Hold by Adam Spencer. Kick is up, splits the uprights, and it's good. And the Bobcats are on the board, 21-7, with 4:37 on the clock. Good to see them with a little fight and a little comeback here in the first quarter.
Absolutely. I'm glad to see him with some poise right there on that drive. When you get down 21-0 in the first quarter, like they did to Lewis County last week, that can tend to rattle you. But they've done well there to recover and put 6 on the board.
So
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We are back. Johnson Central Golden Eagles 21-7 over the Bobcats here in the first quarter. 4:37 on the clock. Bobcats with a scoring play courtesy of Miles Holland to John Carter Holland. John Carter had his man beat. He had 5 or 6 steps on him. Ball placed right over his shoulder, makes the reception and the score. Terry with a big kick. Going to be handled back around the 10-yard line again by Music. Music comes up the right hash, trips over his own player, and the ball comes out. The Bobcats recover the fumble. So the Cats with a little momentum on their side. After the score, come down the field, and Music coughs it up. Ball comes loose right around the 30-yard line, and the Bobcats, Johnny on the spot there to cover it up. So a fumble recovery of our own. The Bobcats at the 30, looking and knocking on the door for pay dirt. Let's see what they can do here. 4:33 on the clock. Holland into the huddle to call the play. Bobcats come out, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 back each side of Holland, Gibson and Thomas. Holland waits on the snap, sits back in the pocket, looks, going to his left. Another big catch, and it's knocked loose by Music. Great defense that time as the ball comes loose. Trying to see who the receiver over there was. I think that's John Carter Holland again, maybe. Yeah, the intended receiver was Holland again, and the ball was right there, placed perfect by Miles.
Yeah.
Great defense by Music to knock that one loose. Looked like he was going to catch it rolling into the end zone, but the ball comes out incomplete. So Coach Moore going for another score right off the bat. Momentum swing here still for the Bobcats. 2 receivers to the far side of the field are Combs and Holland. One back each side of Holland. They'll look to the sideline and check the play. Thomas and Gibson in the backfield. Holland sits back in the pocket. Going to be flushed out of there. Almost a face mask. Holland tucks it and gets past the line of scrimmage, I believe. Maybe pickup of a yard. Fans here in the stands wanting the face mask call. Ball going to be spotted at the 29-yard line. So with 4:08 on the clock, the Bobcats pull up a 3rd and 9.
Well, the Golden Eagles brought some pressure right there.
And I think that guy came off the edge, I believe. It looked like he had a good run and a lot of momentum coming off this left side. Bobcat offense gets set back on the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left, 1 back to the right. 1 receiver to the right is Holland. Holland sits back, throws short for John Carter, just out of the reach of John Carter, and that one will fall incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 9.
John Carter did not look like he was expecting the ball that soon. It looked like it got there before he was ready for it.
Timing may have been off just a little bit there on the offense, but with 4th and 9, with 3:40 on the clock, deep in Golden Eagle territory, the Bobcats will elect to go for it. Holland in the huddle making the play call now. See some personnel changes on the defense for the Golden Eagles. One of the pluses of a 4A program, dressing that many kids, you can pull 2 or 3 off and never miss a beat. Holland sits back in the pocket, looking, flushed out of there. He's going to throw across the middle, intended for Terry, and it will go incomplete. And the Golden Eagles will take over on downs. A nice pass by Holland, intended for Terry across the middle. Just once again, maybe the timing off, the ball falls incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Golden Eagles will take over on the 29-yard line and go back to work.
Yeah, the Golden Eagles brought a little pressure out there again. And, you know, good initial blocking. It kind of broke through and looked like Miles had to kind of get that out of there quick, and they're just not able to connect. If they're able to connect on some more of these, they'll put some more points up.
Broken bone for the Golden Eagles. Pitch over to Barnes, and Barnes going to be brought down by Waylon Abner. Pickup of maybe 1 or 2 on the play, so Abner able to get off the block and make the stop.
Good pursuit right there, Rob. Bobcats flowing to the football. That's what you want to see out of your defense.
Looks like we got Tatum Skidmore, Waylon Abner, and White Spencer up front, the front 3 guys for the Bobcats. Terry and Barnett, Bandit and Rover on the ends. Wishbone, give up the middle. Man still on his feet, going to roll forward for a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards.
So Zach McCourt does not go down easily. It's going to take some gang tackling tonight to bring that young man down. Runs with some authority when he has the ball in his hands.
Bobcat defense gets set again. Sloan will come out for the Golden Eagles to make the play call in the huddle. Golden Eagles come back out in that wishbone formation. Fullback, 2 tailbacks. Sloan under center. 2 tight ends. Give up inside. Driving for a first down, and the man still on his feet, number 11. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards before a host of Bobcats there to bring him down. So a new ball carrier in for the Golden Eagles is Logan Morrow. That's his first carry here tonight. He averages about, looks like he's got 25 attempts, total of about 130 yards rushing.
Is that about 4 or 5 different ball carriers here already?
Yeah, Music. We got McCourt, Music, Sloan, Morrow, and Barnes have all carried the ball. Those are your first 5 leading rushers on the team, including the quarterback. Give inside again to the big fella. We got a flag in the backfield. That again was Logan Morrow on the carry. Big pickup for about 8 or 9 yards. Let's see what the flag is. If it came from the back judge, they're going to call holding on the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central. So that play will come back with the penalty.
I don't know about you, Rob, but as a former lineman, I hate to see holding called.
You hate to see holding called, and you hate to see it on a pickup of yards. That's the worst feeling in the world to hear your number called.
Oh, yeah.
When it is a positive yards play and it gets brought back because you were the man that was guilty.
Yeah, but that never happened.
Don't ask me how I know. 2 minutes on the clock, 21-7. Golden Eagles with the lead. Ball on the 35-yard line. They've not been very successful with this drive here late in the first. Sloan puts a man in motion, turns, little counter back inside, and that, again, is McCourt on his feet. McCourt still on his feet as a number of Bobcats bring him down. You got to like the defense flying to the football, but it takes 3-4 guys to bring Zach McCourt down. You see why he is the leading rusher coming into the game with almost 500 yards rushing. The ball going to be spotted on the 49-yard line, so a good pickup of yards, but it'll still be second down and about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, this Johnson Central team, they just have the advantage in size.
Yeah,
you know,
they do. Switch up a little bit inside for the Bobcats up front. They're going to give back in the back, hit hard. Number 4, Christian Barnes on the carry off that left side and brought down hard by the Bobcat defense.
Yeah, Patrick Trumbo did a good job coming over from the offside linebacker spot, making the tackle there, but not before they were able to pick up the first down.
So the Golden Eagles eating up a lot of clock on this drive. That'll bring a People's Bank of Jackson first down as they'll move it up to about the 43-yard line. Broken bone formation as they go back to work. Sloan under center. He'll turn, fakes to the man in the back. He'll make a quick throw across the middle. He's got a man open. That is Gabe Conley with the reception. And he'll ramble over in front of the Golden Eagles sideline. Another pickup through the air for the Golden Eagles, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for Johnson Central.
You know, you about want to say that was an ugly play, but when you gain yards and pick up a first down, it can't be too ugly, can it?
Nope. Golden Eagles go back to work with another People's Bank of Jackson first down. Wishbone formation behind Sloan. Sloan under center, goes to work, turns, gives to the second back through. That is McCourt. McCourt still on his feet. He's tripped up, but he's going to move it up for another first down. I think it's going to bring him down right around the 15, 16-yard line. So another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. Johnson Central this time successful on the ground as they go back to their leading rusher, Zach McCourt. So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Still showing 6 seconds on the clock, but both teams will walk over to the sideline. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Back to the action here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. First play from the line of scrimmage in the second quarter. Sloan steps back in the pocket, had to be flushed out of there, and was brought down by the Bobcat defense. Tackle for a loss. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Golden Eagles.
I do like the play call there by Coach Peck. He went for a play action pass, trying to get another score on the board. Good job by the Bobcats not to be fooled, had it covered, and quarterback had to pull it down and not able to pick up anything.
Strong presence up front for Johnson Central. Bobcats able to get through there. Two tights, wishbone. Sloan going to turn, and he's going to give to Barnes. Barnes on his feet, hurdles one defender, and rumbles into the end zone for the Golden Eagles. And that'll be another scoring drive for Johnson Central. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats. Great people who have your safety at heart. And we're proud to have them here as a premier sponsor of the scoring plays throughout the season in Bobcat football.
You know, seen a couple times the Bobcat defenders have come up to make a tackle on a Golden Eagle runner, and they put their head down. And, you know, you don't want to do that. You need to be able to see, you know, just like anything, you got to follow through. And you got to see your target. Exactly.
11-11 on the clock. Johnson Central goes up 27-7. Hammond back on the field to attempt the extra point. Bobcats have blocked one of these here tonight. Kick is up and splits the uprights and good. That'll make it 28-7 with 11-11 on the clock here in the second quarter. So the Bobcats, once again, you know, we talked about that in the break. You and I were talking. Coach Jesse Peck has brought a team in here that is very similar to one of those that would come aboard from a Jim Matney era, so to speak. Yep. You made the comment that the identity of these football teams have stayed true over the years.
Yeah, they absolutely have. Johnson Central, as long as I have been involved in Breathitt County football, you know, when we used to have a rivalry with them back in the day, they did the same thing they're doing now. You know,
yeah, even in their young program, when you go to play the young kids over in Johnson Central, or they come here, it's a first back through, quarterback keeper. You know, they get you biting on that, and they go off tackle with the second man, or they get a little sweep around the end, but their bread and butter is right in the middle. They're going to beat you between the tackles if they can.
Yeah, and if it works, I don't stick with it. And it's worked for them. That they've got big, strong kids all over the team. Their linemen are big and strong. They've got skilled players that have good size to them. And like you and Booster Ty were mentioning, they've got a really good wrestling program over there that has to benefit, you know, those boys.
Yeah, the wrestling program there at Johnson Central is just phenomenal. And they've got some great kids on this team that are also wrestlers. And Hammond will come back on for the kickoff. Ball on the tee. It's going to take a bounce aimed right at Alex Strong, and he will fall on it at the 34-yard line and protect it. So the Bobcats will pick up a People's Bank of Jackson first down from the 34-yard line, and they'll spot it. I think they will spot it over on the right hash. So ball sitting on the 34. Bobcat offense back on the field. You know, we got some big, strong guys up front too. Waylon Abner, Sawyer Hall, Carson Miller, Colby Bird, and Tayton Skidmore all up front for the Bobcats.
All those young men, they're big, strong, and talented. I'd like to see them, you know, keep these defenders off Miles Hall and let him get something going here.
Holland in a spread formation. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Turns, gives inside to Thomas. Thomas met by 4 or 5 defenders of the Eagles. He's going to fight maybe for a gain of 1. We'll see where they spot it. Probably back to the line of scrimmage. I think they'll spot it at the 34. They do. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Now, this Johnson Central defense did a good job of reading that and blowing it up. The Bobcats were pulling a guard from the backside to come and kick out, but he met a defender right in the backfield, and that just kind of blew up the whole play there.
One thing I like about that offensive line we were talking about is they are versatile. You pull Carson Miller out, put him at each guard. You move Waylon Abner to a tackle. Quick throw by Holland to John Carter Holland. He's going to be complete up to about the 39-yard line. So short pickup on the little pass from Miles to John Carter. That'll be 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats.
Was that John Carter or was that Thomas?
It might have been Thomas.
For them single-digit numbers, it's hard to.
Yeah. Much easier to read the white numerals on the blue jerseys than it is the blue on the black, though. Bobcats get set. Holland waiting on the snap. 2 receivers far side of the field. Tight set. Going to sit back in the pocket. That'll be flushed out of there by the Golden Eagles. Running for his life over to the sideline. Got to get rid of it. Smart play by Holland as he'll get rid of the ball. That'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Bobcats. 9:46 on the clock.
Rob, what do you do in this situation? You're down 28-7 in the first quarter. Do you punt this away or do you?
Well, Coach Kyle Moore just gives you the answer, and it's exactly what I was going to say. At this point in time in the second quarter, you punt this one away as you're deep in your own territory. You got to get it out of there and have a good kick, and they've got Braxton Terry back around the 27-yard line, set to punt this one away to the Golden Eagles. Terry takes the snap, puts the boot to it, and a good kick. It's going to fall back around the 30 and take a Bobcat bounce. Still rolling. Going to pass up the 15 and be tagged by the Bobcats back around the 13 or 14-yard line. So a good punt, good coverage by the Bobcat team. And that's what you want to do. You want to flip the field on that type of punt. You want to get it out of there and maybe pin them back in their own territory and put your confidence in your defense as they come back onto the field.
Yeah, great kick by Terry to flip the field. Got a great roll on that kick right there. Able to kind of pin the, Johnson Central back, like you said, inside the 15. And I agree with the call myself because that gives your defense time to work. They may come away with a fumble recovery or interception or just a stop here.
So Sloan back under center. Eagles in the wishbone. Second back through. Met at the line of scrimmage by Tolson, Trumbo, and Abner. So Abner was the first man there, and I think Tolson was the second guy to get there. Good stop by the Bobcats. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line, pickup of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the right hash.
You got to love how the defense was forming to the ball right there. 2 or 3 Bobcats getting in on the tackle. And with these, with these powerful running backs the Golden Eagles have, you need to be doing that. And regardless, you want to see your defense swarming to the ball because good things will happen. Someone might strip it. You might get a fumble recovery, and who knows?
9 minutes on the clock. 2nd and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Broken wishbone formation. Sloan under center. Going to pitch. Pitch is over there to Barnes, I believe. No, that is McCourt. McCourt still on his feet. Makes one man miss. Still on his feet. Adam Spencer trying to bring him down. And McCourt going to get it over into Bobcat territory. So a big pickup. And another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles as McCourt gets it out of there. Second back through. Made a couple people miss and just rumbled up the sideline over there on the Johnson Central side of the field. Ball spotted on the 43-yard line in Bobcat territory. Sloan brings the offense back to the line of scrimmage, broken wishbone. He's going to roll out of there and try to make a pass. He's going to throw across the middle. He had a man there, but he's overthrown. Ball will go incomplete.
Got some quick pressure from the Bobcats there. Probably hurried him up there, caused him to rush that pass because he looked like he had a receiver who, was decently covered. But with a defender over the top, he might have been able to get it to him.
Special thanks again to Dr. Jonathan Back, who's now accepting new patients at ARH Hazard Clinic. He's a Breathitt County native, proud native of Rusall, Kentucky. He is excited to provide top quality primary care to this community. If you need him, call 606-439-1316. We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after these messages and bringing you the Eagles and the Bobcats.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
We are back from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex here in Jackson, Kentucky. Beautiful night for football. 8:17 on the clock here left in the first half. Johnson Central is up 28-7 on the hometown Bobcats. We had a quick timeout. Both coaching staffs talking to their players. Coach Jesse Peck, we talked about shades of the great Jim Matney here, and we talked about the program and the way that their identity has not changed that much. We've seen them attempt to go through the air a couple times, 2-3 times, but this team is successful on the ground. They've got 4 or 5 running backs that they've already used here in the first half, picking up some big yards on the grass, and they'll stay in the wishbone formation as Sloan brings them to the line of scrimmage. Sloan under center, turns, second back through, give to Barnes, and Barnes going to be tackled after he picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Maybe 4 or 5 on that play. It'll be third and see where they spotted at. Ball up to about the 38-yard line, so 3rd and 6, pick up of 4 yards on the play. Thanks to Hazard ARH Orthopedics, they're hosting a black and blue clinic on Saturday mornings. No appointment necessary for your athlete. If they need the help, go see them at ARH in their black and blue clinic. Sloan, handoff inside, and going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage, maybe pickup of 1. So Austin Barker in on the tackle, as well as Waylon Abner there to make this stop. Waylon pulling duty on both sides of the ball. Offensive starter and defensive starter. Just an anchor for this team, as he's one of the strongest guys and really there to do whatever the coaching staff asks him to do. Sloan back out, line of scrimmage. Eagles, wishbone formation. Sloan turns, pitches. That's McCourt. McCourt around the left side. We've seen him there before. Tripped up and out of bounds, but after he picks up big yardage and a People's Bank of Jackson first down for Johnson Central.
That's something that the Bobcats have had trouble with this season so far, is something that attacks on the edge real quick. I think it's going to be a battle for them here tonight, because they're just outmatched there on the corner. They're playing bigger, stronger athletes on the other side of the ball.
McCourt gets it up to the 24-yard line. Golden Eagles working from the left hash. Got a receiver out to his right, puts a man in motion. He's going to pitch. And that is Barnes again. Barnes with a opening, but he's going to be tackled and brought down by Braden Barnett.
Braden Barnett made an awesome play. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that was a great one. I couldn't either.
He played that just as perfectly. He shed the blocker, got down the line. That was a perfect play by Barnett.
Well, we mentioned that early in the coverage. You put your best guys out there mobile at those ends, and that's where you'll see Braxton Terry and Braden Barnett, earning their keep, so to speak. Both of those guys coming in and playing bandit and rover or defensive end. A lot of people call it different things, but you gotta have a big, tough, strong guy out there to set the edge with one hand, keep an arm free, and try to shed that block and make a tackle. Broken bone again, fullback puts a man in motion. Going to give to McCourt. McCourt, patient, waits on the opening, but he's going to be tackled again by Jason Tolson. But I believe he does pick up the first down. It'll be really close, and there's the signal. So another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles, as they'll go to work in the red zone. Ball up to about the 11-yard line now on the left hash.
Another good job there by Barnett to maintain containment and turn the runner in, and by
contain.
Yeah, by Tolson to float to the ball and get the tackle, but just too good of a push up front right there by the Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles back in the wishbone formation. Sloan thought they had a man left early, but no call. Barnes on the carry, and he's going to rumble. He busts one tackle, and he goes into the end zone. So another score by number 4, Christian Barnes.
It did look like someone on the left side of the offensive line got just a bit of a head start.
Looked like the guard or the tackle maybe left early. I thought I saw it, but the referee didn't. So we're always wrong, and they're right. We don't question the stripes.
That's one thing we can say about this game, is that there have not been very many penalties here tonight.
No, it's been pretty equal. It's both sides. As Hammond will come back in to attempt the extra point with 5:14 on the clock. The Golden Eagles with another Family Pharmacy scoring play. Kick is up, and it is good for the Golden Eagles. That'll make it 35-7. 5:14 on the clock left here in the first half. Golden Eagles strike again. Bobcats got to have an answer. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Hazard Community and Technical College. Whether you're starting college for the first time or thinking about a career change, they've got you covered. Offering associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates, they're here to help you reach your goals. Kemper Furniture, local families serving local families. Come see us for Eastern Kentucky's largest in-stock selection of furniture. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Give them a call at 606-666-5454. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, where their goal is to improve health and promote well-being of all people in Central Appalachia. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app banking right on your mobile device. Law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Big shout out to Bobby Bush there on the some of the comments for Bluegrass Sports Nation. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and appreciate your comments, Bobby. I'd have to agree with you there. Coaching from home. Thomas want to cover it at the 5. He switches arms, picks a spot in the middle, makes the man miss up to about the 23-yard line. So good run by Thomas. He got a little green grass, found an opening, made a defender miss. And Thomas, as we've talked about so many times, able to make some people miss and eat up some yards quickly. Young man, shifty. Folks, I'll remind you that he's just a freshman. He tore it up as a middle schooler, turning some heads all across the state, and the young man has got a lot of great football left in his career. Holland back in the huddle for the Bobcats. It'll be a People's Bank first down. Ball sitting on the 23-yard line. Carson Miller. There's the snap. Back to Holland. Holland looks, checks, throws, complete to Combs. Combs has got a man that he made miss, and he's going to get it up to about the 36-yard line before he's tackled out of bounds. So a good reception by Jason Combs. Young man means business. He can catch the ball. He made a good hook after the catch. Made the defender miss. And the Bobcats get another People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success.
Yeah, nicely executed play. We talked about I'll wait till after this play.
2 receivers each side for Holland. Going to give inside to Gibson. Gibson lowers his shoulder, going to roll up to about the 40-yard line. So good hard run by Gibson.
We're talking about identities there with Johnson Central. And the Bobcats have an identity too. Since, early, mid-90s, we've been to spreading it out and getting the ball around. And maybe that's what Coach Moore needs to do. I know he likes to do that.
2 receivers each side again. Back just to Holland's right is Gibson. Holland going to come out of there with it. He's going to run upfield. Got a flag as he slides down up to about the 49-yard line. I think we're going to get a holding call back here in the back. Flag thrown by referee Johnson, and I think that's going to be on Colby Bird. Colby over there talking to him. Jake Johnson with the flag. And that'll walk it back for the Bobcats.
Good job by Holland to recognize the opportunity there and get upfield. Was able to pick up a first, but it called back, unfortunately due to the penalty.
4:06 on the clock. Johnson Central up 35-7 here in the first half. Bobcats trying to answer and get another score on the board. 2 receivers to the right now for Holland. Give up inside to Thomas. Thomas dances, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be tackled. Pickup of maybe 2 or 3 yards. So that'll bring up 4th and long for the Bobcats, I believe. Is it 4th down or 3rd? 3rd and long for the Bobcats. 3:30 on the clock here left in the first half.
Would be a good time for another Holland to Holland connection here for the Bobcats.
Would be. We'll see what Coach Moore's got drawn up and pulls out of the playbook. The offense comes to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. So trips right. We've seen that stack before. They throw a nice little screenplay out of that. Defense gets set. Holland looks across the middle. He's got a man there. It's Terry. Terry wide open down the field at the 30. The 25, the 20. Terry still on his feet. One man to catch him and brings him down about the 4-yard line. Braxton Terry beats his man across the middle of the field. Great reception down the left side of the field in front of the Bobcat faithful. Takes it deep into territory. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 3-yard line. So a big catch by Braxton Terry, and the young man able to show his speed as he got up the sideline. Safety came in to make the tackle. Just a few steps from the end zone for Braxton Terry with 2:48 on the clock. So the Bobcats knocking on the door, pay dirt.
I know if that'd been me, I'd need to come out catch breath.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Bobcats. People's Bank of Jackson first down. Bobcats come out. Holland got 2 blockers on the left. Going to give in the backfield to Thomas. Thomas on his feet, dances into the end zone. So the Bobcats with a family pharmacy scoring drive, courtesy of Braxton Terry with a big catch. And Eli Thomas punches it in the end zone with 2:28 on the clock. Bobcats still trail 35-13, but it's good to see that they still got a lot of fight left in them, Eric.
It is, and like we were talking about with identity right there, that's been the Bobcats' identity for some time now, and that's big plays down the field. And Terry and Holland connection there, able to provide one.
So Terry will come on for the point after attempt. We still got I guess we're waiting on a whistle. So the point after team gets set for the Bobcats. 2:28 on the clock. Braxton Terry trying to add one more to the point total for the Cats. Here's the hold by Spencer. Kick is up by Terry, and it's good. Splits the uprights. That'll make it 35-14 here with 2:28 in the first half. So the Bobcats find some offense there in that drive and look good going down the field. We'll take another quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcats. All right, folks, we are back. Bobcats able to get it into the end zone, courtesy of a big pitch and catch from Miles Holland to Braxton Terry, and then Eli Thomas punches it in. And Terry back to kick the kickoff from the 40. High kick, going to be take a bounce and handle. That's bounced around. Looks like it's picked up finally by Barnes. And the Bobcats Barker there to help make the stop. Barnes is going to bring it up to about the 26-yard line, and the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central will take over with the People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank of Jackson, thanks to them for sponsoring all of our first down plays here on Bluegrass Sports Nation's coverage. Special thanks again to Dr. Jonathan Mack, now accepting new patients at the ARH Hazard Clinic. Breathitt County native, excited to provide top quality health care to his community. Call him 439-1316. So now we got the Eagles back in the spread with 2 receivers. Going to give back to Music, and Music still on his feet at the 40. Got one man to make a tackle, and he's tripped up over in Bobcat territory on the Johnson Central side of the field. He'll go out of bounds right around the 49-yard line. So another big pickup by Logan Music, young man that Coach Peck able to call his number, and he has really made a difference on this Golden Eagle team here tonight. He plays defense and offense both. He made a big play on defense earlier. Eagles back into the spread formation. They'll go to work. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quick throw, screen play over to Music. Music handles it over to Hash up to the 40, and he's ran out of bounds by the Bobcat defenders.
You know, the Bobcat defense read that well. They just took a bad angle there. I believe they could have saved a few more yards there, but somebody needs to tell Coach Pack he ain't fooling nobody. We know he's going to line up in the spread and run it anyway, though.
Yeah, nice little screenplay over to Music that time, and he gets his number called again. He'll go out and take a quick breather. Sloan, quarterback, will bring the play call into the huddle.
passes like what they just ran there are basically extensions of the running game, aren't they, Rob?
Exactly. You said it. Once again, 2 receivers each side in the spread for the Golden Eagles. Sloan waits on the snap. He'll take it, give up inside to McCourt. McCourt still on his feet, up around the 30 now, still trying to break tackles, and he does. Lowers that shoulder and gets up to the 25-yard line. The first defender there couldn't make the stop, and that'll be another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles.
I believe that young man either stiff-armed, juked, or shed about 5 Bobcats right there on his way up the field.
You got to like Coach Peck's choice, though. Let's go out and get a lead, and then let's show them something different.
Absolutely.
They break the defense up and come back out in the spread this series on offense. 2 receivers each side. Sloan rolls back, looks, throws across the middle, off the hands of the receiver, Gabe Conley. It'll fall incomplete. He had a step on his man, if you will, and he reached out to make the catch, and it just off his fingertips. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Peck is looking at the situation. They've got a 21-point lead with, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Might as well let your team see this in a game-time situation. They probably practice this. But able to get out here and see how they execute it.
Once again in the spread formation, 2 receivers each side for the Golden Eagles. Sloan takes a snap, give up to the first back. That is McCourt, and he's gobbled up. And maybe a tackle for a loss. He might have made it back to the line of scrimmage. So Johnson Central takes a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
We got 1:08 on the clock here left in the first half. Johnson Central controlling the first half. They're up 35-14 on the hometown boys, the Bobcats. Bobcats playing hard, Eric, but they just had a few plays that haven't been effective. Johnson Central able to capitalize on some turnovers. As you see, Sloan play going to be called dead before it gets going. And we get a false start. False start on the offense, so the penalty against Johnson Central. And they'll bring that one back. Walk it off 5 yards.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Rob. The Bobcats are playing hard, and that's one thing about them. They've played hard in every game this year. Just they've been playing some really challenging opponents, and those Golden Eagles coming here to the Riverbank, and they've come in ready to play and put 35 up in the first half. The Bobcats need to continue to play hard in the second half to try and stay in this.
Trips to the right now. 3 receivers for the Golden Eagles. Sloan gets set, takes the snap. He'll sit back, roll to his right, look to the end zone, throws the long balls, got a man out there, and it is caught by number 3, Seth Davis, with a big reception in the end zone. Austin Sloan, looking like a throwing quarterback as he sits back and throws the long ball to the end zone. And Johnson Central will put 6 more on the board. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the scoring plays here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
How many passing yards do they have coming into the game?
58 total for the year.
And how many passing scores?
No, it says touchdown receptions per game, 0. So they don't have any coming into this game. Hammond on to kick the extra point for the Golden Eagles. The kick is up and it's good, and that'll make it 42-14 with 1:01 on the clock here in the first half.
You hate to give up a long passing touchdown to a power running team.
That's true. You really do. And, that's when they like to take effect, is when they get you biting on the run and maybe got the safeties and the corners playing up a little bit. That time, it looked like it was defended well. The defender was just a couple steps behind the receiver. The receiver actually stretched out to catch that one in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's how a team like this gets receivers behind the defense, is they run the ball, and kind of almost lull you to sleep. Like you're looking for it, and they sneak one behind you.
Took the words right out of my mouth. They lull you to sleep with that inside between the tackle running game. And Coach Peck that time and Johnson Central successful through the air as we saw them go to the spread offense and move the ball down the field, even though they came out with a couple short passes that, like you said, were just extensions of the running game. But they got the ball in the end zone courtesy of the pitch and catch from Sloan to Seth Davis.
Rob, something that just occurred to me is we watched a quarter of football here. I haven't seen anything that I would call chippiness or anybody running. Poor sportsmanship.
No, very good sportsmanship game in this first half so far. Both teams playing well, keeping their emotions in check. Hammond on to kick, and it'll go out of bounds. And over around the 30-yard line, it'll fall. Gibby Gibson was over there to try to handle it, but it gets out of bounds, and the Bobcats will take over with another People's Bank of Jackson first down. Ball will be spotted on the 33-yard line. They're going to set it down on 35. Okay. So People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats from the 35-yard line with 1:01 on the clock here left in the first half. Johnson Center up 42-14. Bobcat offense comes back onto the field to go to work. He's showing us two receivers to the left, one to the right now. Single back beside Holland is Jaden Gibson. Holland takes the snap, sets back in the pocket, plenty of time. Intercepted by number 22. He just made a heck of a defensive play as he read the quarterback, broke on the pass, and number 22 for the Golden Eagles takes the pick six to the house.
Yeah, that was just a great play by the defender out there. Able to read the quarterback's eyes. That's one of the bread and butter plays for the Bobcats, is that little throw out to the flat. A lot of times they turn that into big plays. But throw, I don't know, was it somewhat kind of behind the receiver? Or did it come out a little bit later than it needed to? I'm not sure, but just great play. Good read there by the defender.
Great defensive play by the sophomore Braxton Perry, Perry. So Braxton Perry with a big pick six for Johnson Central. 53 seconds on the clock. That'll make it 48-14 Johnson Central. And Hammond will come back on to attempt the extra point. We got a timeout on the field by the Golden Eagles. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby. Folks, we are back. Johnson Central on to attempt the extra point. Corey Hammond with the kick. It's up. And that one is good, and that'll make it 49-14 with 53 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Golden Eagles with a big pick six. Eric just kind of jerked the rug out from underneath the Bobcats. It's hard to see a play made like that. The team was out on the field. They've been working hard. They just put some points on the board, trying to get back in the swing of things offensively and execute another offensive drive before the end of the half. and the young man just able to take it out of there was Perry. And he just made a play on the ball. Great read on the quarterback. He broke on the ball, made the interception, and he never slowed down on his way to the end zone. So those defensive points are big factors in the ball game. Johnson Central controlling this one right now with 53 seconds left. 40 in the first half, 49-14. Special thanks to our premier sponsors, People's Bank of Jackson, Family Pharmacy. We appreciate them being here for the coverage tonight. And we also want to say thank you to Dr. Jonathan Back and Hazard ARH Orthopedics. Hammond will kick it off the tee. Another squib going to bounce back to Gibson. And off his foot, he can't handle it. And he'll fall on it back around the 14-yard line. So that one hits Gibson, and he had a hard time hanging on to it. It came out, but he's able to fall on it and cover it up. The Bobcats will come out with 22 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they get one play or if Coach Moore will just let the clock run out. We only got 15 seconds on there now. Looks like they're going to make a play. Holland going to come out of there, and he just goes to the ground. He had to tuck it and run it up inside, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Johnson Central controlling this one right now. Golden Eagles over the Bobcats, 49-14. We'll take a break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after these messages.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett Furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Back again on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We want to say thank you to our premier sponsors, People's Bank of Jackson, sponsoring all of our first downs here tonight. People's Bank of Jackson, working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Also, thanks to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats. Great people who have your safety at heart. They're sponsoring all of our scoring drives here tonight. And also thanks to Dr. Jonathan Back, now accepting new patients at ARH Hazard Clinic. Give them a call at 606-439-1316 and stop by and see Dr. Back for all of your top quality primary care. And also Hazard ARH Orthopedics. Sometimes things go wrong on Friday nights, and your athlete may need the Black and Blue Clinic. Go by and see them on Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. During the whole football season. No appointment needed. For more information, go to arh.org/ortho. ARH, more for Appalachia. We are live from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. Got about 9 minutes left here in the halftime break in the game. First half controlled by the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central, 49-14. Johnson Central comes out and asserts themselves, as we spoke about so many times early here in the first quarter, on the turf, on the grass with the running game. Their fifth leading rusher on the team has made it into the end zone for a couple scores, Mr. Christian Barnes. But Coach Peck able to call Zach McCourt and Logan Music's number. And both of those guys have been very effective on the ground for the Golden Eagles, as well as Logan Morrow. And the quarterback, Austin Sloan, also in there with a couple of keepers for the Golden Eagles. So they come out, they assert themselves, they get the point total up where they're in control of the game. And then something you don't see from a Golden Eagle football team, they come out and they do a whole offensive drive in a spread offense. So many teams, now that's all that they run. You look at our offense, it's predominantly dominated by the spread offense. And Golden Eagles come out in the spread with some receivers. You made mention that there were some short passes and just extension of the running game. Something like, like a play action pass or an RPO if they were still in the wishbone. But they've been very effective in that spread offense, and they've been able to move the ball and get into the end zone and extend their lead 49-14 over the Bobcats.
Yeah, effective is what they've been here, whatever they've tried to do here tonight. They have come in, and you can tell that this is a well-coached team, and they have executed tonight. They haven't hurt themselves. There's been a penalty here or there and a turnover. For the most part, they have executed. They've done what they wanted to do. They look like they could line up in any offensive formation they wanted to and have some success tonight. But, like you said, they come out and spread. I'm sure that when you've got a lead like this, Coach Peck is just letting his kids see that live game action, and they've had success in that.
Scoring update on another game being covered by Bluegrass Sports Nation. Letcher Central 15, Hazard 14 at the half. Leslie County 14, Harlan 0 at the half. Thanks to Urton Sparkman. Coach Sparkman with some scores coming across on the comments there. Thanks, Coach. Good to see you watching here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and good to see your comments. Appreciate those scoring updates. And another shout out to Charles Andrew Collins, young man watching, former Bobcat. Appreciate you being on the comment section watching the game. So the Bobcats having some woes early. We made mention of the turnovers. We couldn't handle a kickoff, and then we fumbled the ball early on the first drive, and the Golden Eagles able to capitalize on that, Eric. And if you go back to the first half, that really makes a huge difference in this game because they capitalized, put points on the board, put them up 3 scores really early in the first quarter. So Bobcats with a mountain to climb in front of them, 49-14. We're going to take another break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Got to pay some bills. We'll come back after this commercial on BSN.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family-owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Beattyville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. MyPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Batable. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We appreciate all of them for continuing to sponsor our student athletes here in eastern Kentucky. Bluegrass Sports Nation making an effort to cover even more games throughout eastern Kentucky with our coverages reaching out to some different schools. Letcher 1 point lead over Hazard right now, 15-14 at the half. Among other things that we talked about during the halftime break, schedule for the Bobcats finds them next week back here against Hazard with another home game. Bluegrass Sports Nation will be bringing you that coverage. And looks like North Laurel will pay a visit to Johnson Central as they'll have a home game against the Jaguars of North Laurel. So upcoming schedule for both of these ball clubs. And something we were talking about, it's not really an easy schedule for the Bobcats. When you take a look, you face Belfry, Perry Central, Johnson Central, Hazard, Letcher Central, Somerset. There's nobody on the schedule to shy away from if you're a Breathitt Bobcat or a Breathitt Bobcat fan. Much kudos to the coaching staff for putting those teams on the schedule and trying to prepare these young guys for this team. We talk about the numbers game. You're facing a 4A squad from Johnson Central, dressing about 60 kids. And the Bobcats 2A club here, I think they've got 35, maybe 36, 37 kids on the roster. So a big difference in the numbers game between a 2A and a 4A ball club. Johnson Central, one thing that we haven't noticed, Coach Peck has not had to go to the sideline to really pull in some help for the Eagles to get the score. But, we made mention Barnes being the 4th or 5th leading rusher, able to get into the end zone twice. Coach Peck with just a slew of running backs to look for and to call their number at any point and to get positive yardage here for the Golden Eagles in this game.
Yeah, he definitely has quite a stable of running backs over there on the sideline, and they've been performing, for him here tonight. But he has an impressive offensive line. I know I've mentioned it already, but when you look at this Golden Eagle ball team, there's just a lot of athletes over there. There's size on there that kind of look a lot like the Belfry and Prairie Central teams. Breathitt County so far has played some teams, like you were talking about the schedule. They've played some really good football teams. And you know what? That's what you want to do. I would rather have a team going into my district schedule and the playoffs later that has played good teams, tough competition, and maybe even got a loss or two than play teams that I know I'm going to beat and a team that's not tested. And when we get later in the season, that's one thing you will not be able to say about these Bobcats, because they've been tested early and often so far in this ball season.
Well, and that's something that a lot of people don't think about is, a lot of folks consider, we got to win every game. And you look at the Pikeville Ball Club that, Johnson Central beat early in the year. Pikeville, always a 1A powerhouse. They took some defeats early. And, that's a team that you're still going to probably see on Kroger Field at the end of the season. So first half of the season, a lot of teams finding their way, calling the numbers of the kids that, you want to see them perform and see how well they do and ride them on through the end of the season and get into the playoffs. And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. A lot of teams with 4 or 5 losses have been very formidable opponents because they've played a different school or a different class opponent. Pikeville being one of those schools you'll probably see later on in the year be very successful taking some losses early in the year. The Bobcats down 49-14 here. We got about 50 seconds left in the intermission. We'll take another quick commercial break, and we'll be back to start the third quarter here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, folks, we are back to the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. It's you're not seeing any kind of short in the lighting as you're taking a look on the live screen at the new lighting system that kind of like an equalizer used to. It bounces with the beat of the music, and a new aspect here at the facility for the Bobcats. Great lighting on the field, the LED lights providing that, and Johnson Central will come back onto the field to start the third quarter. Fresh 12 minutes, and we got a little squib kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So the ball travels across the 50, only goes to the 40 before it goes out of bounds. Nice little squib kick by Hammond. I don't think it did exactly what they wanted it to. I think they were hoping one of the guys on the front line would pick it up or maybe not handle it and get a recovery there. Maybe not an onside kick, but definitely a kick that would be hard to handle.
Yeah, just a little too much behind it. It's a momentum, just carried it right out of bounds, not able to come up with the makeshift onsides there as they were.
49-14. Bobcat offense takes the People's Bank of Jackson first down from the 40. Miles Holland set, one back to each side as he makes the play call. One receiver each side of the field for Holland. He sits back in the pocket. Will be flushed out of there, and he'll go down at about the 39-yard line.
A little pressure right up the gut. The nose was able to kind of get in there and disrupt that play right off the bat for the Golden Eagles.
So Holland tackled for a loss. 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats from the 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the right side of the field, 2 receivers to the left. Single back the side of Holland is Gibson. Holland takes a snap. Short throw across the field to John Carter. Holland falls incomplete. And that'll be bring up 3rd and 11.
The Bobcats finding a little adversity here on the opening drive. That play looked like it was there for Holland, just not able to connect on the reception.
Pass just a little low for John Carter to handle. Bobcats still on the 39-yard line, 3rd and 11. They'll line back up, 2 receivers to the left, Terry and Holland. 1 receiver in front of us is Combs. 1 back each side to Miles Holland, Thomas and Gibson. Holland sits back, throws deep down the field. He's got Combs down here. Combs skies up for it, can't handle it, and it'll go incomplete. So Holland looking down the field for Combs. Combs with a big reception early in the game. That one will fall incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11, and the Bobcats will elect to punt. So Braxton Terry will go back in the back to put the boot to it in the punt formation.
That's another pass play that looked like it was almost there for the Bobcats. You know, in each game, they've had a few that could have almost been a big play, but were just out of reach. I know with a little more time under his belt, Miles Holland is going to start connecting on those.
We made mention freshman quarterback, freshman running back. It's going to take a little time to get them used to it. Terry's punt is low. We're going to be handled at around the 33, 34-yard line and going to be tackled by Austin Barker. A great tackle by Barker as soon as the reception was made. Barker there to make the open field tackle. Low kick, but the Bobcat punt team able to get down the field and make the tackle.
Yeah, good play there by Barker.
multiple whistles out on the field. They expected the running clock, and we do have the running clock. 9:40 on the clock, 49-14. Johnson Central Golden Eagles will come out with the People's Bank of Jackson first down as they'll take over from the 34. Sloan going to give up inside, and that is Barnes again, going to be tackled by Trumbo and Tolson. Pickup of about 5 yards on the carry by Christian Barnes. Barnes doesn't have the size of the other running backs for Johnson Central, but he's very similar to Eli Thomas. He's able to make a lot of things happen, and he's shifty, and he does his running north and south. There's a lot of positive yards, running downhill, as they say in practice.
Yeah, it's nice to have that change of pace back in the backfield there too. You know, sometimes with some power, sometimes with speed and shiftiness.
Golden Eagles back out of the wishbone formation. They'll give to Music. Music up the middle of the field. And that is not Music. That is Braxton Perry, number 22, as he make his first carry of the game. Perry was the young man that made the pick six there to end the first half. Made a big defensive play for the Golden Eagles and took it to the house. So the Golden Eagles with another People's Bank of Jackson first down. Golden Eagles move the ball up to the 46-yard line in Breathitt Bobcat territory.
Yeah, I think that Coach Peck is going to probably let a few Golden Eagles get some playing time here that may not always see it.
49-14, Golden Eagles in the wishbone. Sloan takes a snap, pitch to Barnes. Barnes makes a move around the right side, and he'll be tackled right around the 45-yard line. You know, right now, if you're Coach Peck, Christian Barnes seems to be the young man that's really liking those plays, getting his number called. And Coach Peck doing him a favor and doing the team a favor, keeping the ball in Peck's hands right now. Pickup of 2 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Ball going to be sitting on the 44-yard line over on the right hash for the Golden Eagles.
You know, I just noticed that Barnes is a senior also, like McCourt. So very talented and experienced backfield for the Golden Eagles.
Ball given up the middle, and Bobcats there to make the stop right around the line of scrimmage. I didn't see the ball carrier's number that time. I think it might have been somebody different on the carry. We'll see. Number 16 on the carry. We'll see who that is. Meter.
I think it was Gibson on the defense, Jaden Gibson, that made him in the hole there.
Bryson Music. Wishbone again. Ball may have came out. Waylon Abner on the tackle. Eagles cover it up. Sloan there to cover the fumble. So Bryson Music, a new ball carrier back in the backfield on the play before that. It's like you made mention, Coach Peck changing out some folks in the backfield right now as we see number 5 come onto the field. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a young man by the name of Bryant. Maddox Bryant on the field for the Golden Eagles. Looks like he's going to line up as a receiver. Broken bone, he'll line up as a tight end. Punt team. My bad. 4th and long. Low snap. Kick is up. And it's going to fall over around the 15-yard line. Take a Golden Eagle roll back to the 10. So a good punt by the Golden Eagles. I was just watching the change of folks coming off the sideline, and I knew that number 5 was Maddox Bryant. Wanted to call his name. One of those young guys that's a talented wrestler, also in Eastern Kentucky.
You mentioned that wrestling earlier in the team they have over there. I think that would be beneficial to our boys if we had a wrestling team here. You know, it helps with leverage and things like that. Would be very beneficial to the linemen.
And speaking with Jeremy Moore, one of the young guys that's heading that up for the county, the North Fork Lumberjack Wrestling team, looking to get things started in November. I have had some people ask already. So I think that was Gibson on the carry, I believe. Bobcats and Jaden Gibson will bring it up, looks like about the 13 or 14-yard line. And we'll set it back at the 12, so only a pickup of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 after the carry by Gibson. Miles Holland into the huddle to make the play call for the Bobcats. Running clock, we're sitting at 4:52. Johnson Center up 49-14. Offense going back to work. Gibson back in the Wildcat, direct snap. He'll take it. He runs up inside, finds an alley. He's at the middle of the field. He'll cut it back upfield, and he'll bring it up to the 25-yard line. So a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats, courtesy of Jaden Gibson back there in the Wildcat offense.
Gibson looks good running the Wildcat. And there was really good blocking up front by that Bobcat offensive line. Those young men got a good push and opened up a nice hole there for Gibson to run through.
Been very successful every time we've seen Gibson back in that Wildcat formation. And, we've also seen Braden Barnett back in the backfield as a blocking back during that setup. And Braden doing a great job running the ball a couple weeks ago. Holland takes a snap, gives to Thomas. Thomas still on his feet at the 40, over in front of the Golden Eagles sideline. He's going to outrun everybody. 15, 10, 5-yard line. Eli Thomas will find the end zone for the Bobcats with 3:56 on the clock here in the third quarter. That'll make their score 49-20. No flags on the field. Touchdown signaled good. Eli Thomas takes it out of the backfield up the sideline. Man, he outran everybody on that one.
Yeah, that right there is something this Bobcat offense has been looking for, is explosive plays. And that young man right there has the potential in spades to provide that.
I remind you that he's just a freshman. Just exceptional speed and exceptional football IQ. The way he sees the field. Terry on to make the point after attempt, and it is good. And Terry's 3 for 3 here tonight. That'll make your score 49-21 with 3:56 on the clock. So the Bobcats able to find pay dirt courtesy of Eli Thomas on the Family Pharmacy scoring drive by the Bobcats. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Thanks again to all of our sponsors here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, bringing you the coverage here live from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. Bobcats, courtesy of Eli Thomas, and another Family Pharmacy scoring drive for the Bobcats. That'll make their score 49-21. Braxton Terry will come on and spot the ball at the 40-yard line. Going to lay it down, laces out, a squib kick from the grass. Terry puts the boot to it. It'll land back at the 40. Going to be covered by the Eagles. And the young man's got some room to run, but a big hit by Braxton Terry to end that run almost as soon as it started. So not very often you can rely on the kicker to make a tackle like that.
No, that's going to be a fun play to watch when they go over the film right there. Good hustle by Terry to get over there and make that tackle.
And he just walks back over to the middle of the field like nothing happened. 2:30 on the clock, 49-21. Golden Eagles been in control of this one.
I don't know about you. I'm more impressed by the hustle he showed to get over there, even more so than the big hit.
Ball going to be spotted on the 46-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles as they go back to the wishbone with a new quarterback. Give inside, and that's number 22. That is Terry on the carry. Got flags all over the field right now.
You know, I just can't agree with that call because that's been happening all game. Like they've been letting the people play through the whistle.
So unsportsmanlike against the Bobcats with 1:56 on the clock. So that'll be a big pickup of yards for the Eagles, courtesy of the penalty. Walt Spencer will come over to the sideline, talk things over with Coach Casey Allen. So referee Jake Johnson will move the ball. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Golden Eagles as they'll start this drive from the 35. So the Golden Eagles come to the line of scrimmage. Back in the wishbone. New quarterback is number 21. Dalton Matney, Jr. here on the Golden Eagles. Watching the play clock, letting it click down. Eagles in the wishbone. That is Barnes that'll take the pitch. He's got a couple blockers over there. Braden Barnett there to trip him up, and he'll go out of bounds up around the 30-yard line.
You know, you really do have to give Barnett some credit there. He's fighting to try to contain that corner. He's giving it all he's got. If that's where they've been attacking, and he's done a good job when he hasn't been able to turn it in to string it out to the sideline and let his other defenders get there and help him.
Barnes had a couple blockers in front of him, two running backs there in front of him as he took the pitch. Matney will come in to the line of scrimmage. Golden Eagles stay in the wishbone formation. Matney under center. Turns, gives to the second back. And that's Barnes again, going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage.
I think good job by Terry there to get in on the tackle. This Bobcat defense, they're still hanging tough, Rob.
Well, there's no quit in either of these teams. Looks like we got a quick timeout on the field. They're going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter. So we'll take a break with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this commercial.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Thanks again to our fine sponsors here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Golden Eagles come back out, moving left to right. Matney back in at quarterback for the Golden Eagles. They're in the wishbone. Take the snap, turn, pitch, and that is Perry on the carry. Gets past a couple defenders, still on his feet, and he's going to roll into the end zone for a big pickup of yards and a score. That is another Family Pharmacy scoring play for the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central, as they'll put 6 more on the board. That'll make it 55-21. Here, 30 seconds gone in the fourth quarter, 11:26 on the clock.
You know, Rob, you said something right before we went to that last break, that there wasn't any quit in either one of these teams, and I've got to agree with you. They're both giving it all they got. The Golden Eagles just showed it right there.
Well, you know, we rolled up into the third and the fourth quarter, and Coach Peck able to bring a couple guys back into the backfield in skill positions, and even at the quarterback. Matney playing quarterback, Sloan sitting out, and these guys making the best of their opportunity late in this one, taking advantage of those minutes. Hammond on for the point after, and it is good. That'll make it 56-21. 10:50 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Johnson Central with another Family Pharmacy scoring drive out of that wishbone as Perry able to get into the end zone. That'll bring the score 56-21 here in the fourth quarter, 10:30 on the clock. Thanks again to Dr. Jonathan Back, who's now accepting new patients at the ARH Hazard Clinic. Dr. Back is a Breathitt County native and is excited to provide top quality care to this community. Give him a call, 606-439-1316. Also, special thanks to the Hazard ARH Orthopedics. They're hosting a black and blue clinic for sports athletes during the football season, Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. If you need them, give them a call. No appointment necessary. So the kickoff and the return teams back on the field. Back deep for the Bobcats will be John Carter Holland and Eli Thomas. And on to kick the kickoff will be Corey Hammond of the Golden Eagles.
Okay. Rob, do we know who the district opponents are for Johnson Central?
I'm not for sure. I don't know who district games are on this schedule. You know, they've got a loaded schedule too. As they got Boyd County, North Laurel, Corbin, Greenup, Ashland Blazer. Not for sure who their district opponents are at this time. Ball going to go out of bounds as it goes past Alex Strong over on the Johnson Central sideline.
Well, they're looking like a well-oiled machine, well-coached machine here tonight. I think that they're definitely going to be in contention later in the season when the playoffs roll around.
You know, they'll be 3-1 after tonight with their first game to Madison Central being a loss, 14-25. That was a game that, judging by the score, was a defensive battle between those two teams. So that was their only loss, first game of the season, and they came back. They beat Belfry. They beat Pikeville. They'll go 3-1 after tonight. Thomas with the ball carrier. He's got some room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's got a man to beat, and he's beat him. And Eli Thomas will take it to the house. With 8:34 on the clock, the Bobcats put another 6 on the board. So offensively, Thomas looking really good with a couple big runs tonight. Another scoring drive for the Bobcats, courtesy of Eli Thomas. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats and proud supporters of the touchdown plays here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Yeah, another big play by Thomas there. He's surely going to be garnering some attention here. Teams are going to be looking to shut him down. He's just explosive. He's able to do big things when he gets it in his hands.
Well, he wears that number 1 on his jersey for a reason. Braxton Terry on to kick the point after, and it's good. He's perfect on the point after attempts here tonight. That'll make your score 56-28 with 7:45 on the clock here left in the fourth quarter from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back on BSN.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you the coverage from Jackson, Kentucky here tonight. The Golden Eagles up 56-28. Bobcats not shying away from the end zone as Eli Thomas punches it in for another Family Pharmacy scoring drive. New kicker on the field, I believe that's Preston Turner. Preston will put the boot to it. A high kick, short, and it's muffed. Bobcats able to fall on it. It was a high kick by Turner to Johnson Central Golden Eagles trying to make the recovery. It almost looked like two outfielders in the outfield fighting over the fly ball.
Yeah, and
bounces off of them, hits the turf. Barker there, the first one to jump on it. Not sure who came out of there with it, but the Bobcats capitalize on a turnover.
Yeah.
Ball sitting on the 45-yard line. Great field position in Golden Eagle territory.
That's a great analogy right there, like two outfielders. Somebody needed to call that.
I got it. They didn't. Trips to the right for Holland. Single back beside of him is Gibson. He'll sit back. He's looking for John Carter down the field. He's going to throw it long. He's got Combs. Combs with the reception in the end zone. The score. Jackson Combs with a big-time reception. And what a ball thrown by Miles Holland. The Bobcats find the end zone again with 5:20 on the clock. 56-34.
What was that we said about no quit?
Wow. A little bit of momentum on the Cats side right now, and Braxton Terry will come back on to try to put on another point after attempt. Terry trying to make it 56-35 here with 4:50 on the clock. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. So the Bobcats don't count them out at the end of a ball game. They're still playing tough, playing hard, clawing and fighting for every yard and every score. Great offensive series that time. I hate to call it a series. Big pass down the field, and Jason Combs with a big reception. Young man's had his number and his name called here 3 or 4 times this evening. Bobcats trail 56-35. As we'll get lined up for a kickoff and a kickoff returns. Coach Shorty Combs down there at midfield coaching up the special teams. Just a great kick by Turner to start that drive off for the Cats. Like we made mention, the two guys trying to make the reception on the kick, not necessarily fighting over the ball, but not knowing who was going to get it. And it popped off one of them. We were able to capitalize on that turnover, and Preston Turner will come back out, put the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line for the Cats. Back deep for the Golden Eagles. I believe that's number 28. That is Logan Music. And also number 4, that is Barnes, Christian Barnes back deep. Turner puts the boot to it. That one's going to be high. Sail back to the 30-yard line, drop. And Barnes there to cover it up as it goes out of bounds. Coach Combs again hoping for a ball that came off of a Golden Eagle to be recovered, but that time Barnes there to cover it up. Great job by Preston Turner putting the ball where the Bobcats wanted it, and to make get a chance or an opportunity to make a big play and to cover it up. So the Bobcat defense comes back out onto the field. The Golden Eagles will take over with a People's Bank of Jackson first down from the 27-yard line. And you got to believe at this point in time, with the Bobcats still clawing and getting into the end zone, Coach Peck, with 2:40 on the clock, is going to do his best to manage the clock and run the ball.
Yeah, you expect the same thing out of these Golden Eagles. They're going to come out here and keep playing and try to keep putting points on the board themselves.
Yep. I believe that's Matney back in. No, that's Sloan back in there, and he's going to give up the middle first back through. He's going to be tackled by, I believe that's Seth Johnson and Barnett in on the stop.
One thing of this Bobcat offense is showing glimpses of what they can be.
Yeah.
If only they could, put something like that for 4 quarters together,
Well, it's important to see them keep playing through the adversity, and important to see them keep playing no matter what the scoreboard says on it. And the Bobcats have done a good job of doing that here late in the ballgame as they continue to tack on some points and use the momentum when they had it.
Yeah, that's a good point. No matter what the situation, you've got to keep your head in the game and give it all you got. Both these teams are doing this.
So with a minute on the clock, Coach Peck and the Golden Eagles will take a knee. Sloan back in at quarterback, and a host of running backs back in there that we called early in the game. Logan Morrow, Perry, still back in the backfield for him. Johnson Central in no rush now to get the play in with 1 minute on the clock.
No, there's no reason to rush now. If you're the Eagles, they've, pretty much got this locked up now at this point. really no sense in putting your players in a situation where somebody could have a freak accident possibly in the last minute.
So the Bobcats will fall to 1-3, and the Golden Eagles will move to 3-1 on their season. Bobcats will host the Hazard Bulldogs here next week at 7:30 on Friday night. Play clock, or the game clock, down to 35 seconds. 56-35 score on the scoreboard at this point here in the fourth quarter. Golden Eagles looking at the referees right now. I don't even think they're going to try to run another play.
No, I think the play clock is off.
Yeah. So that will be the end of this one. 10 seconds on the clock. The teams will line up at the 50-yard line. Great show of effort and determination by the Bobcats to try to make it close. Too little, too late for the Bobcats as the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central go away the winner in this one, 56-35. We will take a break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message to wrap this one up.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Special thanks to our sponsors, our premier sponsors here tonight, People's Bank of Jackson and Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. Thanks to them for being on board. Also thanks to Dr. Jonathan Back up at the Hazard Clinic and the Hazard ARH Orthopedics. Special thanks to all those guys and all of our sponsors you heard about here tonight on the coverage of the Bobcats and the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles win this one going away, and like we talked about early on, Eric, they just dominated up front early. A team that executes, but also a team that was able to capitalize on the turnovers by the Bobcats. Coach Peck able to just call any number he needed to at any point. And, the Golden Eagles came out and asserted themselves early as a running team. And then they came out and they ran that series in the spread offense and really showed some things that people don't expect to see from a Golden Eagle offense.
Yeah.
Defensively, the Bobcats with some things to work on. You got to love the grit. You got to learn to love the drive and the determination that this young Bobcat team showed going into the second half and even here in the fourth quarter, trying to make it interesting. You talk about a play here and a play there. They played really hard against this Johnson Central team. Nothing to hang their head about when you face a Golden Eagle club from Johnson Central and you can put up 35 points. So defensively, just some things to work on for the Bobcats. Maybe some, we had a couple coverages that we didn't have a defender where they needed to be on the pass plays. And once again, tackling. That open field tackle and able to set the edge and get off blocks and make that tackle early. I thought we did a good job. They went up early 21-0 over the Bobcats, but the Bobcats did a phenomenal job of playing on the edge, especially Braden Barnett, Braxton Terry. Nothing to hang their heads about, just some things to learn going forward.
Yeah, absolutely nothing for them to hang their heads about. It's kind of cliche, but you can't be upset even in a loss if your team has played hard. If the Bobcats have played hard, they just played a team that's kind of got them outgunned right now. Looks like they're dressing almost twice as many kids. They've got big, strong athletes out there, and they're well coached. They executed really well. So congratulations to Coach Peck and the Eagles. They had a good ball game, but for Coach Moore and the Bobcats, like you said, they need to tighten up a little bit on the defense, maybe get some assignments and some angles lined out and working on the tackling a little bit. And on the offense, it looks like they're just a step away. I mean, each game I've watched, they've come close to hitting a few big plays that have just been out of reach. And I think with a little more time, they're gonna connect on those. And later in the season, I'm excited to see what this Bobcat offense is going to look like.
Big night for Miles Holland and Jason Combs. Combs able to make some receptions that maybe he didn't make in the first couple of games. And a big night for Eli Thomas as we watched him scamper up the sideline a couple times here tonight. Folks, we appreciate you tuning us in on Bluegrass Sports Nation, doing our best to bring you coverage around the eastern part of the state and focus on our student athletes and the guys that are out here with the blood, sweat, and the tears putting in the work all during the week. And we appreciate you guys watching us here on the coverage of Bluegrass Sports Nation. Bobcats fall to the Golden Eagles. We'll be back here next week as the Bobcats play host to the Bulldogs of Hazard. So join us here at 7:30 on next Friday night. For Brendan Miller, Ty Back, and Eric Collins, I'm Rob Hounshell signing off on Bluegrass Sports Nation. See you next week.